È da alcuni mesi che vengono pubblicati articoli su testate americane di incursioni di droni sconosciuti sulla base aerea di Langley, in gergo Langley AFB. AFB sta per Air Force Base. Prima di capire perché questa è una notizia rilevante da molti punti di vista, cerchiamo di conoscere meglio Langley. La Langley Air Force Base è considerata una delle basi più importanti dell'aeronautica militare negli Stati Uniti per diverse ragioni strategiche, storiche e operative. Fondata nel 1916, la Langley Air Force Base è una delle basi aeree più antiche degli Stati Uniti. Ha giocato un ruolo fondamentale nello sviluppo dell'aviazione militare statunitense e continua ad essere al centro delle operazioni aeree da oltre un secolo. Langley è la sede del First Fighter Wing, una delle unità di combattimento aereo più antiche e prestigiose dell'Air Force. Questo stormo è specializzato nella superiorità aerea ed è equipaggiato con i caccia F-22 Raptor, uno dei velivoli più avanzati al mondo per il combattimento aereo. Il First Fighter Wing ha una lunga storia di eccellenza nelle operazioni aeree e svolge un ruolo critico nella difesa aerea degli Stati Uniti. Langley è il quartier generale dell'Air Combat Command, che sovrintende tutte le forze aeree di combattimento degli Stati Uniti. L'ACC è responsabile della gestione della prontezza delle unità di combattimento aereo a livello globale, rendendo Langley uno dei centri nevralgici per la pianificazione e l'esecuzione di missioni aeree strategiche e di difesa. Grazie alla sua vicinanza a Washington DC, Langley ha un'importanza strategica nella protezione della capitale e del governo degli Stati Uniti. La base è parte integrante del sistema di difesa aerea che protegge la costa orientale e la capitale della nazione, con squadre pronte a rispondere a qualsiasi minaccia aerea. Langley è anche un centro di eccellenza per la ricerca e lo sviluppo tecnologico, in particolare nell'ambito delle tecnologie aerospaziali e delle operazioni di intelligence. Ospita progetti avanzati per mantenere la superiorità tecnologica dell'aeronautica e la sicurezza a lungo termine. È anche coinvolta in operazioni di sorveglianza e raccolta di dati intelligence legati alla difesa aerea. La base funge da hub per molte operazioni congiunte con altre forze aeree alleate, promuovendo la cooperazione internazionale in missioni di sicurezza e combattimento. Grazie a queste caratteristiche, Langley non è solo un'importante base operativa, ma è anche un pilastro della difesa nazionale e della superiorità aerea globale degli Stati Uniti. Negli ultimi giorni anche News Nation ha riportato la notizia.
New details are now emerging about mysterious drone activity over U.S. military airspace. Air Force officials confirmed several unmanned drones flew over Langley Air Force Base in Virginia last December. It's been brought up at a number of congressional hearings and even reached President Biden. The Pentagon is still not saying what officials think these things really are. Correspondent Joe Khalil is live for us at the Capitol. So, Joe, what are lawmakers telling you?
Well, this is what we know. We are learning more now about this fleet of objects that flew over Langley Air Force Base. Now, to be very clear, we still don't know exactly what they were. And if the Pentagon knows what they are, they certainly have not released that information publicly. But we do have some more information now, and a lot of this is being reported out. There was a Wall Street Journal report that says that Aero, which is the division within the Pentagon that investigates UAPs or UFOs or anomalous phenomena, things that we can't really explain. Aero was involved directly in this investigation right alongside the FBI to try to figure out what these things were, which means that the Pentagon at least had some consideration that this might be something we couldn't explain with the knowledge that we have. Let's take a step back here. All this happened back in December of 2023. These things, whatever they are, were flying and hovering over Langley Air Force Base in Virginia. It's housing one of the DoD's largest and most important military infrastructure and some of our most advanced fighter jets there. What you're watching right now is exclusive video of these things that a person came forward to News Nation and gave us. This is a witness who lives in the area nearby, and he described seeing these drones he estimated to be about the size of cars. Now, that is actually also corroborated in some of the new reporting. Pentagon officials, military officials, generals that have seen these things in person now say in the Wall Street Journal report that these things were about 20 feet long, that they were about 100 miles an hour going that speed or faster at an elevation of 3,000 to 4,000 feet altitude, and again, hovering at times over our very important Air Force Base. Now, we stress, again, we don't know what these lights are that you are seeing. The Pentagon has not clarified. But one reason that there's speculation that they may not be an adversary like China or Russia trying to spy is because they're right there out in the open. There seems to be no effort to be low-key or try to hide this, which is what you might expect when one government tries to spy on another government. So take a listen to what Ryan Graves, who's a former Air Force pilot, told News Nation. He's also now an advocate for other military pilots who have seen UAPs and are now coming forward and reporting them. This is what he said about that 2023 incident.
We are seeing these objects blinking with white lights, not in the strobe pattern that one would expect due to FAA regulations, but patterns that don't seem to meet anything that I'm aware of. Additionally, the objects apparently have been lit up, the large number of them, while they're operating over the base itself. So it did not appear, at least from the information I've received, that these objects were trying to conceal their location or their presence.
I've talked to a number of senators who still say they are not sure what these are. They speculate one reason or another. We reached out to the Pentagon today for extra clarification. So far, have not heard from them.
All right, Joe Coleo live for us there in Washington. Joe, thank you.
Ma soprattutto un civile a bordo di una barca a meno di 4 km dalla Langley Air Force Base ha ripreso un fenomeno che sta facendo il giro del web. A prima vista potrebbe sembrare qualcosa di poco rilevante, ma il fatto che l'evento sia durato circa 2 ore e si sia verificato proprio sopra Langley e che le intrusioni del passato siano confermate dalla stampa lo rende molto interessante.
But it's at an angle. It's wild. Over Plumtree. The bay's over there. We're out here fishing. Sunday, October 13th, 9 p.m.
Dude, so my buddy and I are at Back River at Wallace's right now. And there's like...
Sulla questione droni in questi giorni è intervenuto nuovamente anche Chris Mellon, l'ex sottosegretario alla difesa americano fondatore della To The Stars, quindi pro-disclosure, che con una mossa inaspettata introduce anche un termine specifico, mothership, cioè astronave madre, che rilascia piccoli droni. Infatti fa riferimento ad un suo articolo di maggio 2024 che troverete tradotto se volete approfondire sul nostro blog. Ma soprattutto ieri, durante il briefing giornaliero alla stampa, tra le numerose domande relative alle guerre in Ucraina e Medio Oriente, finalmente si è discusso anche di questo fenomeno. E, anche se non abbiamo ottenuto le risposte che speravamo, finalmente, per la prima volta, sono state poste le domande giuste su questo evento.
There's been some new reporting around the 2023 drone incursion over Langley Air Force Base. Does the DoD have an idea of what objects it might have been?
Thanks so much for the question. So specifically, Langley Air Force Base did experience incursions of unauthorized unmanned aerial systems last year in December 2023. The number of those UAS incursions did fluctuate on any given day, but they didn't appear to exhibit any hostile intent. It's something that we, have kept our eye on, but don't have more to provide on that. Jen. Sure.
I wanted to follow up on.
Yeah, of course.
So why couldn't the Air Force shoot down these drones if they were coming towards the base, over the base, if they were surveilling, which it proved that when the one went down on January 5th, it was found to have video surveilling a sensitive base. Why couldn't they shoot them down? The Air Force can shoot down Cessnas if they get close to sensitive facilities in Washington, New York.
So the commander or any commander of any base has the authority necessary to protect forces, to protect facilities, infrastructure, and capability there. So I'm not aware that they did not have any authority to shoot it down or to shoot anything down. I do know that with all of these incursions, given that it's, on U.S. soil, there is another level of coordination within the interagency that needs to take place. But the commander absolutely had his or her authorities to engage any systems that are a threat to the base.
And wouldn't surveillance or intelligence gathering be a threat to the base?
Yeah, again, Jen, this is something that, I know the department continues to analyze. I don't have any information, or I can't confirm what you're saying. All I can tell you is that, the Air Force Base did experience a number of incursions, and that, we have been looking into it. And if I have more to share, I certainly will.
Do you know where the drones were shot from?